This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padre fans? Welcome to your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your Padres, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, G-R-I-E-S, and you might be wondering why I'm styling and profiling. Woo! Limousine riding, Rolex wearing, because we got another victory. Another victory. Dun, dun, dun. Another victory. How about that? Scratching one out. 2-1 in Pittsburgh. What a beautiful stadium. Picturesque in Pittsburgh, Three Rivers. And that, I remember we used to be Three Rivers Stadium and all the Pirates. There's a lot of Padre fans, by the way, in Pennsylvania. Big win for San Diego, though. They were down 1-0 for a good portion of this game. They were playing with fire and not getting burned. Get it, crossing the bridge. There's that big ridge across the stadium. You're welcome. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Hey, before we get to it, though, big win today for San Diego. They take the first two games of the series. Tati with the double, steals third, steals home, and it really comes home on a wild pitch. But we will get into the specifics of this game. Manny with the late homer. Tati steals it late. Look at that picture. Look at that shot. Fernando Tatis Jr. Can he really be real? Is this dude real? I mean, we talk about it all the time. Javi and myself. I don't know if you caught my first crossover episode on Locked On Padres podcast with Javier Reyes. He does it every day. Great job by Javi. I'm here after the games. We got Locked On MLB game night. I'm still trying to figure out the YouTube shorts with my boomer beard, and we are doing it here on the Locked On Podcast Network. But 2-1, the final, a big win for San Diego. First things first, I grease freaks all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies. Those want money. Should I even say it freaks the honeys anymore? I mean, because that is, never mind. You know what I'm saying? That's a 90s thing, but it's a 90s thing. I don't care. Yes, the Padres with a huge win today. Thank you so much for making Padres Postcast right here with me, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thanks for making us your first watch on YouTube right here on the Locked On Padres podcast channel. Thank you for making us your first listen on Spotify, on Apple, on iHeart, on Stitcher, Podbean, you name it. We're free there as well. And you download OTT. Yeah, you know me, this whole party. And with the rain delay, everything's all out of whack with the timing and the hours of the show and all that today. So the numbers probably not going to be where they were, but it's Saturday in Diego by the Bay, baby. All right. Thanks for making us your first watch on Roku. You down with OTT? Yeah, you know me, this whole party. OTT, over the top television. That is Roku. All right. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Lot to get to and a short time to get to it in. So, hey, it's your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And we are getting it going right now.
This is what you'll be talking about.
What a win for the Padres. And who knew he would even play after getting beamed on the forearm and having an egg? It was huge. You see the swelling on the arm of Fernando Tatis Jr. But what a picture. Look at that. Tati steals one for SD. And look at Manny Machado right there. Manny Machado with the home run in the seventh inning tied the game. And they were playing with fire. How about I compare you to a kiss from a lime on the bay. That's pretty funny. Seal, although it's not a commercial that we're being paid for. So shh, Jim, quiet. Anyway, Tati steals one late. Doubles. He doubles. Fernando Tatis Jr. with the double. And that was beautiful, right? The double, steals third, comes home on a wild pitch. That's Fernando Tatis Jr. In the ninth inning, he does all this. Manny Machado with the home run in the seventh ties it up. All game long, they had been faltering. And all day long, they had been faltering for a damn good reason. And good Lord, is this kid good, man. This kid's good. Bailey Falter, 28 years of age. Bailey Falter did not falter today. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts in 7 innings for Bailey Falter. Deserved a better fate than what he got. Falter deserved a better fate, but they were 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And they left 10 runners on base, man. Vasquez was walking everybody today. The Pirates had the bases loaded in the 5th inning and, you know, just unable to get anything going offensively and get that big inning. And we've seen that so many times with the Padres this year ourselves, right? Could never get the big hit to bust open an inning, 2 out walks. And how about the numbers for Vasquez? Opponents hitting .343 against him with 2 outs, like .220 with 1 out or no outs. But 340 something with 2 outs in an inning. With the audience spiking, surging, really appreciate you guys being here. It's Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. We got the postcast after every game. We got the podcast day in and day out with Javi, who does a great job. We're doing the crossover shows on the channel. The numbers are growing through the roof. Really doing a great job. We appreciate you guys being here day in and day out, especially you everydayers. And while you're here, please do us a favor. Smash that subscribe. The numbers keep on growing. The more subscribers we get, the better deals you get from our sponsors. We're going to give you another one in just a moment on another amazing product, and we give you great hookups all the time through our incredible sponsors. But while you're here, smash that subscribe, hit the bell so you get the alerts when we're coming your way with more content. And, of course, come on into the chat and say what's up to your boy in the comments as the Padres get a big win today. This is a game that, you know, they were not getting anything done offensively against Bailey Falter. He was not faltering. Manny with the line drive homer in the 7th to tie the game. And how about Lockridge throwing out that runner at the plate earlier in the game, too? Lockridge back after the rehab in Arizona. And, you know, you got Jackson Merrill right behind him. He did a rehab start today. We'll try to get you some news on him before we go. If not, check out Locked On Padres podcast with Javi, and he'll have news on that. So, yeah, 2-3-1 for San Diego, 1-6-0 for Pittsburgh, but they could not get the big hit, left 10 runners on base. Vasquez was walking dudes all day. Adam and Suarez again nailing it down in the 8th and the 9th. And how incredible has it been to have Adam and Suarez? And you had Tanner Scott, who's the Dodgers closer. How crazy is that? The bullpen that San Diego had last year. You had the 2-1 lead on the Dodgers, and a lot of people think last year was the Padres' year to win it because of all that. But man, we got a lot to get to and a short time to get to it in. But Fernando Tatis Jr., what a play by Fernando, and what a sequence, really. He sprints home on a wild pitch, got that secondary leadoff third, and you could see like he's just waiting for that ball to hit the dirt. And he's going. He had already stolen third. He was going to make this happen with his wheels one way or the other, and it was against their closer, David Bednar. 2-1 the final. The game was delayed quite a while because of rain early on, and it's got even more of a chance of rain tomorrow. So you're thinking doubleheader tomorrow. If there had been no chance of rain, maybe they would have thought of it, but they don't like to do that anyway. And 2 very good defensive plays in the 9th for San Diego. I'll get to that in a minute. Xander Bogaerts was in the middle of both of them. Well, actually, one was Manny. I think the last play of the game was Manny Machado at third. It was, but Bogaerts with a short hopper to get the inning started. And, yeah, just really nice defense. 3rd homer of the year for Manny Machado. Adam gets the win. He's 3-0. O'Neal Cruz had a nice game, had an RBI for Pittsburgh. But Robert Suarez walked him with 1 out in the 9th. But Brian Reynolds lines to Bogaerts. It was Bogaerts. He doubled him off first, doubled Cruz off first, who had walked O'Neal Cruz with 1 out. So Robert Suarez picks up his 13th save. And a beautiful job by Tati with the double, stealing third, coming home on the wild pitch after Manny had homered. And, you know, that was literally all she wrote. Falter fire. He was fire today. I was going to put falter. He really didn't. He gave up the homer. But he really didn't falter all that much. But pitching out of jams all day long, Vasquez and the bullpen, just, you know, it is what it is, man. And, of course, you got the Clippers right now in a Game 7. Lakers already eliminated. But, man, how about this? You know, Canario strikes out. He's hitting 118 coming in. Bases loaded against Vasquez, and Schilt leaves them in. He's got the magic mojo, baby. Behave in Pittsburgh. 27-5 all time at PNC Park. Of course, he managed the St. Louis Cardinals in that same division from 18 to 21. So the series winds up on Sunday. Andrew Haney gets the start for Pittsburgh. Stephen Kolek. How about Kolek making his first start? The reliever. You remember, heart attack. Kyle Hart has been optioned away. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Manny with the homer in the 7th. Tati with the double, the stolen base, and scoring on a wild pitch in the 9th. Vasquez pitching out of trouble all game long, and a whole lot of other things in between. This is your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Going to wrap it up. On the other side, we got your player of the game. We got your turning point. We're going to give you a little bit through the box score, a little bit more of the rundown as well, and get you ready for the series finale tomorrow. 2-1 Padres with the win. They take the first 2 games of this series. So much more to get to, but first, amazing deals from our incredible sponsors. You know how we do right here on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. And we will be finishing up the show in just a moment. But first, great deals from incredible sponsors right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. Stay with me, guys, here 1 second. I'm sorry. We got, oh boy, yeah, that's crazy. Sticking all over the place. All right, there we go. We got it? All right, we got, and this is the important thing. I mean, the smooth production, game in and game out, show in and show out, that's one thing, and we get that. But wow, man, look at this. The most important thing is the deal right now. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Your Fire TV is also an Xbox. Turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to go. Dive into hundreds of premium titles, including EA Sports, College Football 25 to Call of Duty, as easily as you stream your favorite shows, no doubt. What if you could jump into your favorite Xbox titles without needing your console in every room? How do you game when you're not in front of your main setup? Hotel stays, family visits, even just the bedroom, right? Fire TV Stick 4K. Makes it possible to keep playing from almost anywhere. And if you already have a console, hey, a Fire TV Stick 4K device is more affordable and easier to travel with, allowing you to take you or your kids' games wherever you plug in. If you ever wanted to try out Xbox games without the big upfront investment in a console, Fire TV Stick 4K, excuse me, can be a low-pressure way to start exploring. You ever find yourself flipping between apps, trying to find the one that works? With Fire TV Stick 4K, everything is in one place, Netflix, YouTube, and beyond. So streaming content, however you do it, how much smoother could it be with a faster 4K-ready streaming stick? Head to Amazon right now, Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K 2nd Gen, Fire TV Stick 4K Max 1st and 2nd Gen, and Fire TV Cube 3rd Gen. And what an experience it is. You're welcome. Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Thank you for making us your first watch/listen of the day. For the second one, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Local analysis on a national scale. You don't want to miss it. MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Find it, and you will not regret it. Also want to say thank you for making us your first watch/listen every day. Myself and Javi with Locked On Padres podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. We're getting a little bit, there we go. We got that, as we got a couple things to do still in the show. Not a lot of time to do it in. Having a little bit of trouble running the elements for you, but we are getting there as we continue with the show. Real quick, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when we're coming your way with more content. And of course, come on in and say what's up to your boy. Look at Tati right there. Look at Fernando Tatis Jr. with the beautiful double in the 9th inning. I mean, just unbelievable, bro. This kid, and I say kid because everyone's a kid to me, but in that 9th inning, man, this dude, and he had not had a good game. You know, it's his first hit of the game, and he said it in the post-game interview with Don and Mud. He's like, I don't hit so well here, but I run the bases, you know, and that's what he did. He ran the bases. He finds a way to beat you. He'll beat you with his D, the glove, the arm, the speed, the running the bases, any of the five tools that Tati has in his bag. You know what I'm saying? And then how about Suarez? The Triolo's ground out to Bogarts was a short hop on the first play. They keep the lead man off. Beautiful job by Xander, the X-Man. X marks the spot, or is it X spots the mark? Get it? Exhibit. Dun, 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 dun. And so Cruz walks. He had an RBI single early in the game, knocked in the only run for the Pirates. And then Reynolds lines into the double play. Which one is it? I thought it was Manny. Yeah, and then I read in the game recap that it was Bogarts. It was Bogey, but no, it was Manny. It was Manny who Reynolds lined out to the double play that ended the game. So that was all she wrote. 2-1 the final. They win the first 2 games of the series. Manny with home run number 3. Tati steals it in the 9th inning, literally with the double. Steals 3rd, scores on a wild pitch. Barely got the foot in. Feet first slide, too, by Tati. Just an unbelievable player. So Adam gets the win. An inning pitched in the 8th. He was perfect. Bednar the loss, and Suarez with his 13th save for the Padres. All right, only a couple of things left to do here in the show. Bear with me. I've got to Here we go. One thing first is this, and we're having trouble with the elements. We'll get there. And
time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I mean, is there any other turning point? Manny tied it with the homer, right? But how can you pick anything for a turning point besides this? Look at the feet of Fernando Tatis Jr. Look at the catcher trying to put the tag on him. What a beautiful job by Tati. Again, he doubles to lead off the ninth. He steals third. You know, throughout the at-bats are coming, and just an unbelievable job by Fernando. And if you're looking for the play-by-play of the ninth inning, we'll give it to you real quick because it's just awesome. This is the turning point of the game. This is where they won because Suarez came in and shut him down, and you needed Adam to do his thing, the bullpen to do their thing, you know, to help Vasquez. They gave up the one run. He pitched out of jam after jam, and, you know, the offense wasn't getting it done, but the bullpen, as usual, getting it done, right? So Tatis doubles to left. Arise grounds out to third. Tati can't advance, right? And Arise not happy with himself after that. And by the way, Arise hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. So that's great for him, but couldn't come through tonight. Well, with that, he gave Arise the chance, couldn't do it. So then Tati steals third. Machado strikes out looking. Manny had hit the homer in the seventh. You're thinking, wow, Manny's going to drive in the winning run too. Nope, not so fast. Bogarts is at the plate, and Tatis Jr., a slider in the dirt, and they'd love to have that one back with Bogarts at the plate. Man, he's not hitting well. They'd love to have that one back. They throw the slider in the dirt, and Tatis does no hesitation coming off third, that secondary lead. Not even a blink, man. And he got in by this much. Feet first slide by this much. You can't even see me. You can't see me. John Cena's back, and he's champ again with his giant bald spot. You can't see me. But by this much, he was in. By that much, feet first. What, I mean, just to be able to manufacture a run like that, there's what, 3 people in the game, 4 people in the game who could even do that, maybe 5 total. Ellie De La Cruz for sure. But Tati with the power, with the defense, with the arm, with everything he has. By the way, smash the subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're coming your way with more content. Myself and Javier Reyes, Locked On Padres podcast. We got the crossovers going. It's been great. The audience, the numbers are huge on YouTube, huge, spiking and growing and building on the audio versions of the podcast, whether it be Spotify, Apple, you know what I'm saying? iHeart, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, Gries, at Jim Grease _ on social media. A couple more things to get to here. We are working at this as best we can, moving things all over the place without even trying to, but having a hard time with all the elements on the show. But we have to do this.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Is the Locked On Player of the Game today? I wonder. I mean, Manny tied the game, but obviously you know who it is. You know who it is because it's who it could be pretty much every game because he's always doing something game in and game out, isn't he? What an unbelievable job. Where is the... Oh, hold on. That is... Sorry, guys. That's Lockridge making a catch by the wall. He made a couple. There's a little celebration. Look, we're just going to leave that up because we're having enough trouble trying to get these things to load on StreamYard right now, but that's okay. They do a great job day in and day out for us. But there it is right there. There's the star of the game. Fernando Tatis Jr. got plunked on the arm yesterday. Wasn't even sure he was going to play today. Not only does he play, he comes home on a wild pitch for the winning run of the game. 2-1 Padres. They take the first 2 games of the series. They're 21-11 now on the season. You know, and that's really nice because you got the win streak going now, right? You had lost 4 in a row. You had lost 8 of 11. And then what happens? You sweep the Giants. And yeah, Javier and I were talking. You can call it a sweep. We did the crossover episode a couple days ago, and you can call it a sweep. And now they'll be looking for their second sweep in a row, right? We were just talking about a 4-game losing streak, 2-game sweep, now 3 games in Pittsburgh. And you're looking at tomorrow on a getaway day. It's a 10:35 a.m. first pitch, Pacific time, 1:35 Eastern in Pittsburgh. You got Andrew Haney on the mound for the Pirates, 2-2 with a 2.5 ERA. They have some good young pitchers, right? And Kolek is going to pitch for the Padres. Stephen Kolek, how about that? 6'3", 210. He's a right-hander. And Kolek last year with the Padres went 0-3. 0-3, pitched 17 in the third innings last year. So Kolek will make his start tomorrow, and let's see. They don't have the game preview up yet, but the Padres are at -110, so are the Pirates. And, yeah, -1.5, the Padres, +1.5 for the Pirates. Kolek and Haney, first pitch at 10:35. Tatis, by the way, 8 homers, 342, 18 RBIs, but just, 342 on the season. The on-base percentage over 400. The steals. How many steals is that now for Fernando Tatis Jr.? By the way, the Dodgers are in a rain delay as well right now against the Bravos. So for Tatis, how many steals is that now? Because he stole third in that same sequence, and you forget about that sometimes. For the Padres, by the way, Tatis 1 for 4 with the run scores, hitting 342. Arraez 0 for 4 had the 0 for. Manny 1 for 3 had the homer. And everybody else offers, just Maldonado. Martin with a base hit up the middle, but Bogey 0 for 4. Campusano can't be back up with the big league club. Gonzalez is 0 for 3. Iglesias 0 for 3. Lockridge 0 for 2. Tyler Wade 0 for 1, taking over for Lockridge. Maldonado 1 for 2. Hayward 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Just not the best hitting day for the Padres, but on the bump, they were fantastic. Vasquez, 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts, man. 89 pitches. He got it done. I don't know how. He didn't get the win, but he got it done. Managed to get to Matsui, who threw a scoreless inning, to Jacob, who threw a scoreless inning, to Adam, and to Suarez. Scoreless innings after scoreless innings. Adam gets the win. Suarez gets the save, and the Pods go to 21-11. Real quick, let's take a look at the standings in the National League West before we end the show, and really appreciate you guys. Look at those numbers going through the roof right now. Man, do we appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Javi, for building this channel since before the pandemic, doing a great job there as well. So let me see the scores real quick and then the standings. Did the Dodgers get that game going yet? Dodgers and Braves. Yep, they're still in a rain delay, top of the first. I don't think they've been able to get that game started yet. The Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 7-2. Let's see. Giants beat the Rockies 6-3. And again, the Padres 2 and the Pirates 1. They go for the sweep tomorrow. Let's look at the standings again with the Dodgers in a rain delay. They are 22-10, a game ahead of the Padres and 2 games ahead of the Giants. And again, the Giants already won. The Padres already won. And the Dodgers are in a rain delay. So if the Dodgers do play and they lose, the Pods will be within a game, or half game rather, of the Dodgers in the NL West. So there you have it. And they're going for the sweep tomorrow. And that's going to be a lot of fun before they go to play the Yankees. How about that for a trip? Go get on a plane and go see them there and get your tickets through Game Time. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. What a show this has been. 2-1 the final. Fernando Tatis Jr. doubles, steals third, scores on a wild pitch in the 9th after Manny Machado tied it with a homer in the 7th. Vasquez all game long walking guys. Look, the Pirates left 10 runners on base in this game. They're kicking themselves right now, but the Padres got the big outs when they needed. And Lord knows, you and I do anyway, how many games the Padres have lost this year in the same way that they won it today. And it all comes around. But when you have Fernando Tatis Jr., it comes around a lot more often. But Manny with the homer to tie it, Tati with the game-winning plays in the 9th, and then Adam with the win, and Suarez slamming the door to get save number 13. That's all there is, Padres fans. There is no more. Your Padres postcast of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Don't forget Locked On MLB Game Night every day after Locked On Padres podcast and your postcast. Keep your game tight and your mind right, Padres fans. Thank you for watching Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease. Keep your game tight and your mind right. We're out.